Hey, welcome guys, Zazo here, checking out some raids, finding my friend Bad Scally, gotta like that, and I just wanted to make a video to thank the ESL, by the way, for putting on the tournaments that they've been putting on. They've been holding the Town Hall 5, 6, 7, the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tournaments to come, and they've been offering some nice cash prizes, which is good because Supercell has kind of neglected us a little bit. There seemed to be a really big push for this game in 2014. It had great things. It had ClashCon. It had much talks of more to come. And then it just all stopped. So I gotta say, it was really nice that you guys stepped up and you guys are putting on these tournaments, as well as this is what we do. This is my Town Hall 7s. This is mostly the community I know, is the low-level pushing community. Everybody from the 2s right straight up. And we sit and look at clouds all day long, waiting for bases to pop up, looking for cups. And it was really nice to have, at least a couple days each month where I wasn't really worried about that. Some of us took some hits on our accounts, and some of us lost cups, but I don't regret it because I enjoyed myself. It was nice to actually care about the game again, to be really into it again. I haven't had that feeling for a long time, and it was just nice. So thank you, ESL, for putting on those tournaments. It is a great change, and it puts some hype out there. I'm sure you guys have seen, there was a great turnout for the Town Hall 5s, a great turnout for the Town Hall 6s. Something happened with the Town Hall 7s. We didn't have as much of a turnout as I had thought. Maybe just clans didn't get registered in time on the check-in day, but there was a bunch of default wins there for the early start in the Town Hall 7 tournaments, way more than the other tournaments. So not sure what happened there, but I still expect good things to come out of the Town Hall 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s. However, I'm not quite sure what to expect. We've been trying to tell Supercell for years that the low-level community is big inside Clash of Clans, and that, a lot of us that have, like myself, 9 accounts, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we like to do different things with our accounts to be unique, and pushing them is one of those things. As well as loads of us doing wars and war cleanups and owning mini accounts, Supercell just doesn't realize that I think there's actually more smaller accounts out there than there are large accounts. Even people with Town Hall 12s, you see a bunch of them sporting multiple low-level accounts. There's just so many low-level accounts out there. And it was just really nice, especially to see that you guys paid attention, to the Town Hall 5s, the 6s, the 7s. It was nice. Instead of just focusing on some sort of social status and only focusing on the Town Hall 12s, which seems to be the way the game is going. And I know I always complain about it and I go back to it, but, I do miss the times of the 2014 matchmaking system, where every base had the same clouds. That was a fair game. That was well balanced. I miss the 2014 days where you got a full 6-hour session, regardless of where you were in cups. And that was a base popping up on my 7. And I'm not going to be able to take that one. But this is a good sign, because I saw one base in 8 hours. And now I've seen 3 Town Hall 10s that have been, 7 cups. I'm on a shield. Not worth the hits. But at least they're starting to come again now. Which they'll die down soon again as well. And speaking of those 6-hour sessions, you didn't have to pay to get a couple extra free hours in there. And aside from all the stuff that I miss, there's a lot of stuff I would have liked to have seen as well in the game. There still is probably lots of time for this stuff to come. A timer in clouds would be good to know exactly how much time we have left on shields. That would be handy. We've asked for a clouds mute button for so long I can't remember, as well as a list of others. And you guys checking out Rare, I believe Rare has a YouTube channel, and it is going to be under Rarecock. So you check it out on YouTube, Rarecock. I'm not sure what you're going to find if you type that in. Kids, be warned. I told you, I don't know what's going to happen if you type that in. And we've had some changes. Some of my videos are going to have to be updated or switched a little bit. My shield strat video, shield times have changed now. The cooldowns on your 1 and 2 day have been adjusted. They're now a 4 and a 7 day cooldown timer. As well as the 1 week shield has now been extended up and over 5K. If some of you might remember back in the early days, it was 3,200. After that, there was no 1 week shield, and they just kept slowly bumping it up and bumping it up. And now they've finally brought it up and over that 5K mark. As well as defense shield times have been affected. I'm not sure what's going on there, neither, whether it's in leagues or what's going on, but the 16 hours isn't there anymore, and that was when Supercell, that was when it was actually, they made all these changes, and they called them, life changes to give us a better life, and they took away that 6-hour shield, or, well, the 6-hour session time, and made it league based. So depending on what league you're in depends on how much of a free Village Guard shield you get to search on. Plus every 23 hours you get 2 hours Village Guard you get to add on, which will give you the full 6 at times. And it is a real mess. Life was way easier when it was 16-hour defense shields for a 3-star. And then 6-hour sessions. That gave you a 22-hour day each and every day to base your life off of Clash. So, I would start my session at 8 o'clock tonight. I knew automatically tomorrow I'll be starting my session at 6 p.m. And I knew the next day after that would be at 4 p.m. And then I knew that day I would do a double session back to back and push myself back into the night times. And it was way easier for an adult with a life, or an adult with a job and a wife and kids and dogs and, things to do, to be able to manage around the times that you had to be in Clash. And then they came out with Village Guard and Search on Shield. Village Guard was just a money grab because, as I say, it's every 23 hours. Sometimes it depends where you are, how long you're going to get the free part for. And I didn't really care for that. And Search on Shield has just massively put a traffic jam in the clouds. I don't see how Supercell can't just see that is the immediate and easiest fix. Remove that so that bases can stop searching on shields. Some people might get mad at that, but I liked the old system where I could take a week off because you needed to take a week off. You'd put your 1 day on and you'd take a day off. You'd put your 2 day on, you'd take 2 days off, you'd take a week off. You'd take all this time off between shields, because if you didn't take the times off, you were going to mess up your session times. And if you were a serious clasher that was all about your times and your sessions, you were down to every single minute. So, I don't really know what to do about that. I'm still playing, so I can't complain too much. And I don't know that my complaining is doing any good. In fact, it might be doing me more harm. So we're just going to carry on and clash on as we are happily doing. On a good run at the moment at 58, 56. I think somebody said that's one off from my player best, which I haven't really looked at. But we'll see where the clouds take me from here. And thanks again to ESL, for making the game a little fun again. Thank you guys. See you all later. Peace.